Now everybody's covered. Just keep the ball and take a no-gainer. Don't risk a pitch out like that. Ogilvie did a great job of knocking that ball out of bounds.
1 minute, 14 seconds to play in the half. Third down and 8 at the 28-yard line. Jacobs has it again. Throws out of bounds. Joe Jones, I believe, was the man for whom the pass was intended, but Jones was not even turning towards the pass. Peter Kim coming on to try a field goal. He has kicked one in this quarter of 31 yards. When he kicked that 4 minutes into this quarter, it gave Alabama a lead of 10-0. Alabama now leads 17-0.
He's well within his range.
He is trying one of 45 yards. Kim's 45 yards, and it is good. Alabama with 1 minute and 4 seconds to go in the first half now leads 20-0. Well, from the point of the field that he used to come out, he had a pretty good run back before Joey Jones grabbed him at the 25. That's the elapsed time on the last scoring by Alabama. The field goal, 82-yard drive, 8 plays. Took only a minute 28 seconds to get those 3 points. First down, Vanderbilt, trailing 20-0. Heflin, the quarterback. And the gain is 3 yards to the 28-yard line.
I think Coach McIntyre at this point just wants to get this half over with and talk to his folks in the locker room.
High's 3-yard gain, stalled by Thomas Boyd, the linebacker, number 90. Heflin, with the exception of 3 plays in this first half, has done all the quarterbacking. Now, Vanderbilt's passing offense at this point of the year ranked very high in the Southeastern Conference. Second down, 7. It'll be a 2-yard gain and no more to the 30-yard line. So right now, Vanderbilt's doing some clock running. High has picked up 5 yards in 2 carries. Lyle stalled him at the 30-yard line. 10 seconds left in the half. 5 seconds. Vanderbilt might have time for one more play. It won't. The first half here at Tuscaloosa, Alabama, has come to a close. At the end of the first half, it is Alabama 20, Vanderbilt nothing. Back with halftime after this. The yards passing and the yards rushing, and of course the turnovers also, Terry Hanratty, the turnovers have told a little bit of story as well in the first half. 33, James Pumpkin Williams staying right inside the Vanderbilt 5. Lucius High driven back near the end line, and then his momentum carries him beyond the end line, and it will be Vanderbilt ball to begin the second half at the Commodore 20. Now, they played most of the first half with Van Heflin, their senior at quarterback. He only threw 2 forward passes. A marker was also dropped on the kickoff. Talking to Alabama, perhaps. Holding. That's 5-yard line. It is an onside kickoff, but recovered by Vanderbilt at the 33-yard line by John Clemens. So even though Vanderbilt was detected for holding and Alabama accepted the penalty call, Vanderbilt actually gained some 12 or 13 yards by Alabama kicking off again.
I'll tell you, it was a good onside kick. That ball just started floating in there. But Clemens did a good job of covering it. Anytime you can get a bounce like that, you have a really good opportunity to... Oh, he bobbled for a minute, but came up with it.
Vanderbilt with Heflin, the quarterback, at the Vanderbilt 33. It is Potter who gained 69 yards on 9 carries in the first half. Goes from the 33, 2 yards to the Vanderbilt 35, where Jackie Klein gets a piece of him. Potter is now 71 yards, 10 carries. Very good average in 10 carries. Second down and 8. at the 39-yard line, a gain of close to 3.
Same play as they opened up with. What they're doing, they got the defensive end is taking an outside position, so they're trying to run inside the defense.
3rd down, less than 5 for a first down. Charles Edwards just came on the field. Potter in 11 carries, 76 yards. He is the leading ball carrier for Vanderbilt. 3rd down, less than 5. Here's the pitch out to Potter. Potter trying to drive to the 45-yard line. He was a little bit short. The cornerback over there, Jerry Castile, drove him out of bounds.
I'll tell you, everyone on that team is unanimous that Potter is the toughest guy on the Vanderbilt squad. He's a senior this year, but he said he'd love to stay around to see how Vanderbilt does in the next few years. As soon as these freshmen get a little grooming.
All right, Potter in 3 carries with the second half underway has picked up 11 yards. A Vanderbilt first down. It's Lucius High, right near midfield. He'll gain 6 until he's halted by Thomas Boyd, number 90, the weak side Alabama linebacker. The nose of the ball is right at the 50-yard line. High in 10 carries has gained 32 yards today. 2nd down and 4. Quarterback still has it. He's to the 40. He's all the way to the 36-yard line. A 14-yard gain by the senior from Atlanta, Georgia, Van Heflin, the quarterback.
I tell you, Coach McIntyre did some quick work in the locker room. That's just outstanding blocking. There's big holes there. Heflin makes a nice gainer out of it. Vanderbilt shown being very impressive here at opening the 3rd quarter.
Vanderbilt in Alabama territory at the Crimson Tide, 34. The delay, Lucius High, and he doesn't go anywhere at all. He is halted for no gain, and halted hard by the All-American nominee E.J. Jr., number 39.
I'll tell you, E.J. Jr. is all over the field. Let's take a look. Number 39. I'll tell you, a guy catches these guys in the backfield. He catches them on the sidelines, opposite sidelines. Yeah, but I tell you, you can catch him with a reverse. He's a little overactive.
2nd down, 10, Vanderbilt, just inside the 35. There goes Lucius High to the 30, Lucius High to the 25, and I believe he has a first down to the 24-yard line. The cornerback was there again, Jeremiah Castile. Lucius High, a very, very happy fella.
Let's see if it holds true to form as the first half. Alabama bend, but they never broke when they got down in here. It's just a little delay, a little cross blocking in the line of scrimmage. And Lucius High does it on his own here. Look who's there, 2nd man, E.J. Jr.
Lucius High, an 11-yard gain. He now has 44 yards in the game. First down, Vanderbilt at Alabama's 23. On the play, perhaps a back in motion against Vanderbilt. Lucius High was to have been the ball carrier. Illegal procedure, Vanderbilt, and they'll be penalized back to the 28-yard line.
So you can give the crowd roar that time, a +5, because as soon as Vanderbilt came up the line of scrimmage, everybody just got up on their feet and start yelling. And Vanderbilt couldn't hear their plays at the line of scrimmage.
John McCain has come in as a tight end from Brentwood, Tennessee. Heflin in this drive has not thrown a forward pass. Now he'd like to, but he can't. The loss is 12 yards. And the first one to him, E.J. Jr. again.
He leads that team in quarterback sacks, and he showed why there. There's just great coverage downfield. What Heflin has to realize here, they were in field goal position before they had the sack here. There's nobody open. just throw the ball out of bounds or buried into the ground near a receiver. Don't take the big loss. Now they're out of field goal range.
Second down, 27. Vanderbilt at Alabama's 40 now. Lucius High trying to step his way outside. Jeremiah Castile was on him again. In particular, there have been two outstanding Alabama defenders. There's one of them today, Jeremiah Castile, and the other one has been the defensive right end, number 39, E.J. Jr.
There's a good look at E.J. Did 4 tackles for a loss of 18 yards so far today.
Third
all
down,
over the place.
Third down, 23 at the Alabama 36. We have played 5 minutes of the second half. The straight-ahead carry will only gain a yard to the 35-yard line by Marcus Williams because of the quick tackle by Scott Holman, number 93. That fellow's only an Alabama sophomore, and he is at an Elkhart, Indiana. Fourth down, 22.
At that time, I was a little concerned about what was called. It's hard. You had a third down, extremely long yardage, to run up the middle against Alabama to get any appreciable yardage.
Jim Arnold, the great Vanderbilt punter, is at midfield. Ogilvie is at the Alabama 15. Arnold trying to put it out at the coffin corner, but instead it will go into the end zone. So Arnold could not kick it out of bounds. Alabama will have the ball from scrimmage for the first time in the second half. When Alabama had the ball from scrimmage for the first time in the game, after the first quarter kickoff, it went 80 yards in 11 plays and had Joe Jones score the touchdown. Jacobs, number 5, the quarterback. Jones, 24. Jackson, 33. And Ogilvie, 42, are the running backs. It is Jackson to the 23-yard line, halted by Phil Swindle, a senior. Jackson in 10 carries. Now has 49 yards. Vanderbilt in Florida, the only conference teams never to have won the SEC title.
Vanderbilt is doing their best to turn that around. Great year last year in recruiting freshmen.
Second down, 7.
Whoa!
Jones to the 40. Jones to the 50. Can't beat one man. He can't beat Keith Edwards. A 46-yard run by Joe Jones. That's another case of taking that offensive line out to dinner. As there was a hole in there. Did a great job taking the fullback and giving to the second man. And you just saw him run right by your screen. There was a big hole. From the Alabama
Look at that.
23,
I mean,
right here as far as the Vanderbilt 31.
There's some people in the truck that could have run through that hole.
Back live, Jackson from the 31 inside the 30 to about the 28. 3 yards for Jackson, halted by the Vanderbilt freshman, Tim Bryant.
What you can see right now is just the way Alabama wears people down. They have such great backs. They keep them fresh, and they do great offensive line. They just keep pounding at you, and eventually they're going to break the big one.
Second down, 7.
Get him!
Ogilvie outside to the 20. Ogilvie to the 10, and shouldered out of bounds near the 5-yard line by Norwood Irvin, the weak side linebacker. A 22-yard run by the Major Ogilvie. Mental toughness and dedication, and you'll see it right here.
I'll tell you, he looks like a general on this one. But Jacobs does a good job of taking the lick and getting the ball out there. Look at the speed. Everyone says Ogilvie doesn't have any speed. I'll tell you what, he can play in my backfield anytime.
So Jones went for 46. Ogilvie has just gone for 21. First down, goal to go at the Vanderbilt 7. Jacobs, the quarterback, maybe 2 yards to the 5-yard line. The play was slowed down, and then Tom Burson made the tackle on the quarterback.
Smart play by Jacobs, because they did have a man out there on number 42, Ogilvie, who was going to get the pitch. Hits it in there. You see 2 guys tackling. Great fake. Looked like Eddie LeBaron.
This Alabama team in 5 plays on the ground has come from its 20 now to the Vanderbilt 5-yard line. Second down, goal to go. 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Alabama leading 20-0. It is Jackson to the 3-yard line. It'll be third down, goal to go after the Vanderbilt tackle by Rodney Gurley, number 71, on Jackson.
I'll tell you, when Vanderbilt gets down here, that defense really gets stiff. Alabama's had a tough time moving them once they get inside the 20. There's an unbalanced line. They're moving a timeout. What Alabama does a lot of times, they'll move both of their tackles. They had also 1-0.
Third down, goal to go at the 3-yard line. Alabama again by Ben Orcutt, a junior running back from Arlington Heights, Illinois. A 7-play drive, an 80-yard scoring drive. 26-0 Alabama.
Let's take a look at it. It's the same option they've been running all day long. Again, Jacobs, you see here, he took a good hit. A quarterback who's going to run that option is going to get hit an awful lot, which opens the hole wide open.
All right, Peter Kim, who has kicked 2 field goals, who has added 2 extra points, trying to give Alabama still another extra point, and he has. 8 minutes and 33 seconds into the third period. It is now Alabama 27, Vanderbilt nothing. In the first quarter, it took Alabama 2 minutes and 49 seconds to score. In the third quarter, it took them 8 minutes and 33 seconds to score, but their touchdown in this quarter was done far more quickly than their opening touchdown at the start of the game.
Bill, might want to just a little recap on that little trivia we had. They did have 7 untied and unbeaten seasons, but in 1897, they were 1-0, coached by Alan McCants, and the one victory they had was against Tuscaloosa Athletic Club. There is 7 plays, 80 yards, and 2 minutes and 44 seconds.
Alabama's kickoff will be by Tim Clark.
Number 33, Vanderbilt.
Alabama is a machine. You can see why they're ranked #1 in the country.
Vanderbilt's deep men, number 22 High, number 33 Williams. 6 minutes, 27 seconds to go on the third period. Not deep. From the 7-yard line, Lucius High. Not too much daylight upfield. He progresses to the 24-yard line before Benny Perrin, a junior from Decatur, Alabama's there. Vanderbilt, after this second half kickoff, did progress as far as the Alabama 23 was penalized back to the 28 and then lost back to the 40-yard line and then had a punt. So Vanderbilt still without a score, going from its 23-yard line. It is Lucius High fighting forward for 4 yards to the 27. Richard Shinn, a backup defensive tackle, was there. A new wide receiver rushing on the field for Vanderbilt. Charles Edwards has just come in. High, 52 yards and 14 carries, but Terry Potter has gained more yards than him. 2nd and 6. Heflin over the middle and caught at the 38-yard line, and driving to the 41-yard line is the tight end John Clemens. That is his 2nd catch of this game. It is a Vanderbilt first down.
See, Vanderbilt has to do more of this stuff. This is a quick little, a quarterback with a sore arm can still throw these type of passes. Just a little look into the tight end who was flanked out a little bit. It's going to be wide open because you hold those linebackers with a fake and just pop it to them.
First down, Vanderbilt at its 41-yard line. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. the 44-yard line by Eddie Lowe, number 57, a sophomore. High gaining 3 yards. It'll mean a 2nd down and 7.
Okay, we're going to take a look at the hit that Lucius High gets in here. Whoa, look at that old neck breaker there. You earn your keep when your little guys run up the middle, that's for sure.
Terry, it's a lot cooler up here than apparently it is downstairs.
And a lot safer.
2nd down and 7. Heflin's got it. The quarterback past midfield and all the way to the Alabama 41-yard line. A gain of 15 yards by the quarterback Heflin. And Vanderbilt 1st down after the tackle by Ricky Tucker.
Let's take a look at Van Heflin here. Good fakes in the middle. Now he knows he's going to run it. Tuck that ball away, though. Don't carry it like those wide receivers do. But Alabama has given up a lot of yardage between the 20s. Vanderbilt has been down there many times to come away. There's Heflin, 6 carries, 34 yards.
1st down at Alabama's 42. Quarterback's got it again. He's at the 40, outside of the 35, and dumped at the 33-yard line. Another strong gain and great carry by Van Heflin, the quarterback, and Ricky Tucker caught up with him again.
Take a look at it. It's the same play, but it's just flip-flop. Last time he ran it to the right, this time he's running to the left. You see the good fake. You see the linebackers held right in the middle there. It opens that hole for Heflin to take it.
2nd down, less than a yard. Heflin's gained 23 yards in 2 carries. That'll be a Vanderbilt 1st down. A 6-yard gain by Terry Potter to the Alabama 27. And Randy Scott, he gave him quite a lick. Randy Scott didn't get a little piece of him. Randy Scott got most of them.
I tell you, those linebackers do that to you. What's Scott? Oh, backbreaker. Oh, my back's sore just watching that. There's a good picture of him. Happy with that tackle.
1st down, Vanderbilt, and Alabama's 28. They only get a yard or 2 to the 26-yard line by Lucius High. A lot of Crimson Tide tacklers were there, and right with him was Gary De Niro, the defensive end, number 51.
A lot of philosophies. There's a 1st down. It's Vanderbilt 13, Alabama 16. That looks pretty close.
Alabama leading 27-0. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down, 9 at the 27. Heflin on the keep, and E.J. Jr. put so much pressure on him that he fell down. That was what you would call a clean hit, but the pressure was so strong, Heflin, trying to get out of the way, fell right down.
You can't let E.J. do that to you. You know, he's a great defensive end. There's no doubt about it. But the great ones can be tricked on some tricky plays, reverses. If he's getting that much penetration to the opposite side of the field, you have to do something to combat him.
3rd down, 9. Vanderbilt still at Alabama's 27. Alabama using a 9-man front. Heflin, the quarterback, to the 20-yard line, to the 19-yard line. Heflin for 8 yards, but not a 1st down. Tommy Wilcox preventing with his tackle, preventing the 1st down.
It's going to be a big decision here for Coach McIntyre, whether to go for the 1st down or take the field goal. Here's Heflin getting the yards the hard way here. He tucks that ball away. They're going for it. Smart decision. I'd do this. You have to when you're down 27-0.
Vanderbilt 4th and a yard for a 1st down at Alabama's 19. 1st down. Terry Potter's dive for the 1st down.
I'd say the only way he could have got that was diving, because Alabama had great defensive penetration. They blew the lineman off the ball that time.
Terry Potter in his career rarely thrown for a loss.
One time he's been thrown for a loss, and that was 1-yard loss. See the good penetration? If he doesn't get up that high, there's no way that he gets that yard. I mean, he just like a human cannonball.
Vanderbilt 1st down at the 17, 81 yards in only 13 carries by Potter. Late in the 3rd quarter, 1st down Vanderbilt at the Crimson Tide 17. Pop pass incomplete to Flavius Smith, the tight end, number 82.
I would almost have to call interference on that because Smith was bumped right before that ball got to him.
That's the first time they have thrown to Flavius Smith today. There's the score. 46 seconds to play in the third quarter. Vanderbilt right now with its biggest threat of this game. Heflin has only fired 4 times. To the 10-yard line, to the 8-yard line. Lucius High keeps them stepping, keeps those knees up in the air, and keeps driving. I don't believe he's got a first down. If he has, he barely has it.
We give Lucius a little break here. He's been a workhorse on this drill. Oh. Yeah, it looks like he hurt his ankle or...
Marcus Williams has come on to replace him. Third down and inches at Alabama's 8.
Quarterback sneak. Pick a side and just go for it.
Alabama using a 10-man front. First down, Marcus Williams. He saw a little hole and got the piece of it he needed to the 7-yard line, and then Randy Scott fell on top of Marcus Williams. There's Lucius High being cared for at the Vanderbilt bench.
It looks like he's almost kicked in the calf. They're massaging it there. Either he has muscle cramps or he was kicked.
That ends the third quarter with Vanderbilt going goal to go at the Alabama 7. Phil O'Donnell and Terry Hanratty as Vanderbilt is trying to score for the first time today. And it has 4 cracks from the 7-yard line. To the 4-yard line, the quarterback Heflin, stalled by Randy Scott, the hard-working linebacker again.
I tell you, that's tough yardage against Alabama when you get inside the 5-yard line. They are a swarming group.
So it's second down, goal to go at the Alabama 4.
There's Coach McIntyre hoping that this is going to be the time that they come down here and score.
A year ago, his team got beat by Alabama 66-3. Trailing now 27-0. Second down at the 4. The quarterback to the 1-yard line. Heflin with a great fake and gained 3 yards to the 1-yard line. Stopped short of the goal line by the linebacker on the weak side, Thomas Boyd, number 90.
One thing you don't want down here is a lot of ball handling. So he's better off if the quarterback can take it himself, do it. They're carrying the play into the quarterback.
Wayman Buggs, one of his receivers, just brought it in. They've come from the 23 in 16 plays from their 23 to the Alabama 1. Third down, goal to go, and no touchdown. Terry Potter stopped right at the line of scrimmage by E.J. Jr.
Who else?
E.J. Jr.
There he
Second
is.
team Associated Press All-America a year ago.
He'll be first team this year.
Like he's a first team
He
member.
is incredible. But I don't agree with the play selection. Boy, they're just pounding at that middle, and that's where Alabama's strength is. Take it to the outside. Roll your quarterback out. Give him the option to throw or run the
2-yard
ball.
line. Fourth down. Goal to go. Fourth down. Vanderbilt. The quarterback. With the ball taken away by De Niro. De Niro, the defensive end, to the 50. He runs it 55 yards to the 45. No, Tommy Boyd.
And these people are going crazy. Fantastic.
De Niro made the hit. Boyd recovered the fumble. And with the loose ball, Boyd ran 55 yards. There he is, Boyd, number 90.
Let's see what happened on this. Heflin comes down the line with the option. Makes the fake. He gets hit right there. There you see it. Pops a hello. What am I supposed to do with this ball? I'm a defensive man. There's a different angle. You're going to see someone coming right over the top here. We couldn't catch the number. Hit him right there. Pop it up.
Back live on that first down carry. The quarterback, Walter Lewis, and there were also markers dropped on the field against Alabama.
There's got to be a frustrated man.
Illegal procedure with a new quarterback in there. A freshman from Brewton, Alabama, Walter Lewis. 5-yard penalty to midfield.
There's a turnover.
Each team with a pair of turnovers. The last one extremely costly for the Commodores, who were trying to score for the first time. First down 15 at midfield. Lewis, the third quarterback used by Alabama today, handing off to Charlie Williams to gain back some of that yardage lost on the penalty. A 9-yard gain to the 41-yard line, the Vandy 41.
Tell you, watching practice yesterday, we watched Walter Lewis. He was running the option a little bit. And he is really a quick quarterback. So if he gets any room to run here, you better watch out.
Alabama's second down 6 at Vanderbilt's 41. Here he is, the freshman quarterback, Walter Lewis. Ben Orcutt, who scored a touchdown last quarter. Orcutt did not make the first down, diving to the 37-yard line. It'll be third down and 2 for a first down.
What time y'all usually get there?
11 minutes, 55 seconds left in the game. Alabama leading 27-0. Lewis, the quarterback, first down to the 33-yard line.
I think he really showed his quickness there. Coming around that corner. Good sense, though. He knew he only had a little bit to go for the first down. Rather than risk a pitch out, take it himself.
All right, with Alabama's third quarterback of the afternoon being used right now, the Crimson Tide doing it strictly on the ground. First down at Vanderbilt's 33. 11 and a half minutes to go in the game. Lewis, the quarterback, to the 25-yard line. And drifting right with him and to bring him down is Andy Irvin, the defensive right end.
So no matter who Alabama has in their quarterback, they just move that ball club. These guys are really disciplined option runners. I don't think you'll see better in the country. Now here's a third-team quarterback running the option. You think he might make mistakes? No. He knows that man had the outside position, so I'm going to turn upfield.
Second down and 3 at the 25. Mitchell Ferguson carried the ball, and Norwood Irvin was there on the tackle.
Irvin made the tackle.
From Augusta, Georgia. Oh, he was one, I guess, that Vince Dooley would have liked to have had, but lost.
Dude, I'd like to have any of Alabama's backs.
First down, Alabama at the Vanderbilt 22. Lewis still has it, fumbles at the 20, and the ball is inside the 15-yard line. Apparently, Alabama made the recovery. It was by the offensive center, Joey Robbins, number 61.
It's one of those little freshman mistakes you're going to make. That's why Bear Bryant likes to get these guys in, to get them game experience.
So despite the fumble, the gain is 9 yards. Second down and 1. 9 minutes, 50 seconds to play. Alabama leading 27-0. Touchdown, Alabama by Ben Orcutt. Orcutt's second touchdown of the second half. A 185-pound junior from Arlington Heights, Illinois, makes it 33-0.
Let's watch Orcutt, number 29. Look at the hold. I mean, the offensive line is just doing a fantastic job. Then the last surge there to get into the end zone. I mean, these guys just wear people down. There's Orcutt on the sideline. Getting his congratulations from his teammates.
45-yard touchdown drive. Only took 7 plays. 33-0 the score. The touchdown coming after 5:19 in the fourth quarter. Kim's extra point is good again. It is now Alabama 34, Vanderbilt nothing.
Tell you, Bill, now's probably a good time to say that ESPN has a viewer that's on the other side of the field here. I was talking to one of the team physicians, and he said that the game that you and I did, the Clemson, Georgia, Bear Bryant was up at 3 o'clock in the morning, turned the ball game on and watched it. Then he told us as we met him the other day, you guys did a mighty fine job. He's a great one, though.
And he wasn't trying to recruit us, was he?
You maybe. I'm finished with that stuff. I'll tell you what, if things go true to form, we're going to see Bear Bryant next weekend. Bill and I will be there to watch him against Kentucky to see if he can get number 300.
Well, Tim Clark's right leg may be a little bit tired, but I'm sure it's not too weak. The two deep men are Lucius High, 22, and James Punkin Williams, number 33. More often than not, when Clark has kicked off today, he has driven Vanderbilt deep men to the goal line and to the end zone. It is Lucius High from the 7. And no further than the 27-yard line. He does bring it back 20 yards and 20 tough yards before Mike Pitts slams him down. I've got to give Pitts some extra credit. He's a sophomore here at Alabama, and Pitts, who made the tackle, is from Baltimore.
There's a scoring drive, 7 plays. Alabama is incredible.
Vanderbilt at the 27-yard line. Heflin is 2 for 4. We would have thought he might have thrown the ball more. The play gains a yard for Marcus Williams, a junior out of Atlanta, Georgia.
You know, they've had a little success throwing the ball. They haven't tried him any. Only 4 throws and 2 completions. But there's been people open, and he's proven that he can't throw the short pass. So why, you know, Alabama's bunched up there in the middle. Try to loosen him up. Here's that last scoring drive. 7 plays, 45 yards, and they ate up 3 minutes, 12 seconds on the clock.
9 minutes to play. Alabama leading 34-0. Vanderbilt, second down and 9. Heflin's got the ball, the quarterback to the 35-yard line, and just about 2 yards short of a first down. He was stopped by Mike Pitts, that 234-pound sophomore. Pitts was the lad who made the tackle on the kickoff. He is out of Poly High School in Baltimore.
That's why Pitts come up here. Now Heflin does a good job. There's a hole there. See how quick he comes up and supports it. Whoa! Gotcha!
Vanderbilt, third down and 2 at the 35.
Uh-oh.
Broken play, no first down. Vanderbilt's going to have to punt.
I'll tell you, that is a scary feeling. I mean, every quarterback has done that. We can't tell up here who went the wrong way, but every quarterback who's ever played the game turns the wrong way, and there's nobody there but the defense.
Jim Arnold will come on to do the parts of boot. Darrell White from Tuscaloosa, the hometown lad, is at the Alabama 20. Arnold
Here they come.
And partially blocked. It was partially blocked by number 95, John Elias.
Tell you, one thing Arnold's going to have to do is learn to get that ball off a little quicker. You know, he's a great punter, but he's got to realize if he's a slow kicker, they're going to come after him every time. They got a little piece of the ball. If you touch the ball, you can do anything to the receiver. Or, I'm sorry, to the punter.
So it's Alabama with 7 minutes, 37 seconds to play. The quarterback is Walter Lewis again, third string Crimson Tide quarterback at the Alabama 34. The fullback, Mitch Ferguson from Augusta, Georgia. The gain is 5 yards to the 39. The tackle is by a freshman from Vanderbilt, Keith Edwards, number 5.
See, all these fullbacks look alike. It's incredible. They're big, they're strong, they run between those tackles. It's incredible.
That's Tim Bryant, their freshman linebacker, and he's been a busy young fella for the Commodores. Quarterback still got it, and he's dropped hard by number 75, Steve Bearden. He is only a freshman, and he's from Birmingham. He's an Alabama kid who got away from the Crimson Tide, Steve Bearden.
This is great defense, and I think Vanderbilt has played extremely good defense all day long. You watch they get some good pressure on the quarterback, trip him up a little bit. Once you can do that, the option's over with. The pursuit has to catch you.
Bearden, by the way, coached in high school by a former Alabama great, Danny Ridgway. Third down and 7. Penalty markers dropped. Somebody was offside. Illegal procedure, Alabama.
To a Vanderbilt is down 34-0 here, but they're building an awful lot of character on that field. Okay, let's take a look at the left tackle, number 72. Oops. He thought it was on the first count.
And he's a senior. Seniors are not supposed to do that.
There's the penalties. Vanderbilt 3 for 25. Alabama 5 for 53.
Really not that many. Combined only 8 penalties in the entire game. 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Third down, 13. Right. Lewis would like to throw to the far sideline. Incomplete. And stretching out the arms, Darrell White. And the pass was overthrown. The coverage on White was by Mark Brown, the cornerback.
It was a good throw by Lewis, though, because there was pretty good coverage. He had to keep it high into the outside. He was only off by maybe a foot and a half.
Woody Humphrey coming on to punt. A year ago in a game against Wichita State, this fella kicked a 70-yarder. This year averaging 39 a punt. Towards this side of the field, very high but not deep. And the fair catch call made by Tom Burson at Vanderbilt's 40-yard line.
He's another one of those freshmen we were talking about from Dallas, Texas.
Vanderbilt from the 40-yard line with 5 minutes and 56 seconds to play. Vanderbilt in this quarter did drive as far as the Alabama 1-yard line. Did not score. In fact, fumbled. And the fumble was brought back 55 yards. Alabama scored 7 plays later. Alabama leading 34-0. Heflin, the quarterback, pitching behind him to Punkin Williams. And he's bruised out of bounds after a pickup of 4 yards.
Take another look at him. Run this option quite a bit today. Better put that ball in the air. Not that good effect. Didn't hold the linebackers. Got him out there in good stead to make the support play.
Second down and 6. Quarterback's got it again. They try the same side of the field, and Punkin Williams can't gain the yardage he did before. In fact, he'll be stopped for no gain by Mike Pitts again.
Pitts has played an outstanding game. They try to run away from Junior, and they go to Pitts, and I'll tell you what, there's not much difference.
Third down 6, 5 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. Charles Edwards cut out to the left side. He is the only wide set receiver. Alabama in an 8-man adjusted front. Another broken play and no gain.
I tell you, they tried to audible at the line. I thought for sure they were going to get called delay a game. But Alabama shifted right at the end, and all of a sudden Vanderbilt realized that they wanted to run another play against it. So Heflin tried to audible, and somebody just didn't pick up the audible.
Well, with the fine Vanderbilt punter on the field, Jim Arnold, Terry, I got a feeling right now that he just might get off one of his great punts of the day. Maybe his best. Let's see.
Better do it quick.
From the 15-yard line, White tried to give ground, and he gave too much ground. He's dropped back at the 12-yard line by John Clemens of Vanderbilt.
I'll tell you, when you try to block the punt like they did last time, there's nobody down there to block for the punt return man. So the best thing to do is not to get fancy. Just try to catch it and get upfield and get as little as you can.
He did get off a punt of about 41 yards. It is Alabama's ball at the 12. 4 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. Well, now Alabama using its 4th quarterback of this game. Number 11, Ken Coley from nearby Birmingham. Coley still has it. He's near the 15. He's flying. He's at the 20. Coley wrapped up at the 33, but goes 21 yards. Coley, like the starting quarterback Jacobs, had off-season knee surgery. A year ago, he was not a quarterback. He was a defensive back.
No matter who they put in there, they all look like they run the option the same way. I mean, these kids are really poised. It's incredible. Now he realizes, hey, They got a lot of room on the outside. Good blocking in front of me. Sprung the hole. Get what I can.
Alabama today has used Don Jacobs, Alan Gray, Walter Lewis, and now Ken Coley.
I think I'm next.
First down from the 33. A gain to the 34-yard line by Jeff Fagan, an Alabama sophomore from Hollywood, Florida. A tackle by Joe Staley, number 86. There's George McIntyre.
I tell you, he's losing 34-0, but I think he can carry his head very high. He's putting together a team here.
From Jacksonville, Florida, was a quarterback and a defensive back at the University of Miami. Alabama, second down and 9 from the 34. Coley by a tackler and across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Coley, in 2 carries, has gone for 29 yards. This tackle made on him by Tom Burson, the cornerback.
I think it's amazing these Alabama quarterbacks who have these knee surgeries come back in their wishbone quarterbacks.
Third down and a yard for first down. I don't believe he got the first down. The guy on the prowl, Andrew Coleman, holding James Haney, the running back, number 21.
I'll tell you, if they don't get it, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Coach Bryant go for it. Give that young quarterback some more time in the ballgame.
A timeout is called by the officials to make a measurement. 2 minutes, 30.
This is my Mustang.
The University of Kentucky against Alabama. Fourth down and inches.
You got it.
First down by the quarterback, Coley, to the 44-yard line.
I don't think we can argue with anybody about Alabama being the #1 team in the country today.
60,000 have been here today in Tuscaloosa. Next week, when we see Alabama against the University of Kentucky, there should be 70,000 at Legion Field in Birmingham. To the 45-yard line, to the 50-yard line. Fagan to the 40, Fagan to the 30, Fagan all the way to the 23-yard line. A 33-yard run by Jeff Fagan of Hollywood, Florida. And a man who has made so many saving Vanderbilt tackles today just made another one. Manuel Young, the safety man.
I'll tell you, we can't say enough about Alabama's running backs. They all block. Look at the block thrown out here. Clear the way. Now Jeff Fagan. He's going to cut back. You know, they're all big and strong. I don't know where they all come from. I don't think there's a school in the country that has the depth of Alabama in the running backs. It's just incredible.
First down, 10 to go at Vanderbilt's 23. Quarterback's got it again, and he kind of threads his way to the 21-yard line, and Andy Irvin put a hit into him. Alabama today has used its running backs. Joe Jones, Ben Orcutt, James Haney, Billy Jackson, Charlie Williams, Mitch Ferguson, John Hill, Jeff Fagan, Mark Thnx, Ben Ogilvie, and also has run its 4 quarterbacks, Jacobs, Gray, Lewis, and Coley. Second down at the 21. Second and 8. This time it's John Hill. The hit was by the freshman linebacker Tim Bryant, number 51.
Tell you, what a luxury for a head coach to have those kind of running backs to be able to keep everybody fresh. Hey, what's he looking at? That's my book. He's looking through my wallet.
You'll find nothing but credit cards.
No money.
Third down, 7 at Vanderbilt's 19. Quarterback keeping it again. He's to the 15-yard line. 4 yards by Coley, the quarterback. Andrew Coleman making another Vanderbilt tackle. Coleman's made many. Bryant's made a lot. George McIntyre's team still has not scored. 15 seconds left in the football game. Crimson Tide fans want Alabama to score with 5 seconds. And it is a touchdown for Jeff Fagan as the game clock runs out.
Incredible.
Fagan scoring as the clock runs out to make it Alabama 40, Vanderbilt nothing. McIntyre felt pretty good, I believe, when the second half began, even though Vanderbilt had not scored. But young George McIntyre can't feel good right now.
I'll tell you, if you got anybody betting out there, the point spread was 39 points going into this game. It's incredible.
Alabama 3-0 on the year. $40-0 Alabama. Kim's extra point makes it. It is no good. Oh, is it good or not?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
Signaled the end of the ball game.
They signaled the end of the game. Kim has kicked another extra point, and the final score is Alabama 41, Vanderbilt nothing.
ESPN presents NCAA college football. The Kentucky Wildcats versus the Alabama Crimson Tide. Brought to you by...
Perfect day for football. It's cool, slight cloud cover so that you don't have trouble seeing the ball because of bright sun. It's a perfect day to play the game.
In quest of win number 300 for their coach, Paul Bear Bryant. Alabama and Tim Clark prepare to kick off. Into the end zone, number 4, Tom Petty, and he fumbles the football. Now must run with it and is in trouble. And falls down as he gets to the 6. And that is not a way for Kentucky to start out. Fumbled the football and then fell down after going around several on-rushing Alabama men. For Kentucky, it'll be Dave Bond at left tackle, Cobb, the guard, Rourke, one of the captains at center, Williams at guard, and Smith at tackle. Campbell, the man they throw to most, number 80, the tight end. Alan Watson, a fine split end, number 86, and Kevin Baird, a freshman wide receiver. And at quarterback, as you know, is Randy Jenkins, number 12. And the Wildcats are in a hole. Handoff goes to Jackson, and Jackson's got a couple of yards only. Charlie Jackson, number 23. As Henry Parks, the starting halfback, has a shoulder problem. But then Chris Jones is also out because of a knee, and so we're down to Jenkins at quarterback, Brooks, and scratch Parks, and put in Charlie Jackson, number 23. Parks can't go, and that's just another one they're missing.
Kentucky came with 2 tight ends on the first formation. They've got Campbell and Mangus in the game. Again, they have the 2 tight ends.
Baird is wide to the left. And this is Jackson again trying to get outside, and those linebackers are out there to cover up. Randy Scott, the strong side linebacker, allowed him to get perhaps to the 10-yard line. And that's a great Alabama defense, shamed only by Mississippi. De Niro is the left end. Braggs at tackle. He's hurting a little. Lyles, the middle guard. Klein at tackle. And E.J. Jr. with Scott, who just made a tackle, and Boyd. Put Holman in at left tackle. Braggs is not in there. Scott Holman is playing left tackle. Castile is hurting a little bit also and is not in the game, and Ricky Tucker's on the left corner. Otherwise, that backfield is okay. 3rd down and 8 to go, or Kentucky will have to kick into the wind, and they take a long count.
They shifted that time to get 3 quick receivers where they could move quickly downfield. The offensive tackle, however, jumped the count, and it's a penalty against the Wildcats.
Kentucky has put itself in this hole by Petty falling down, but then the Alabama defense, as you can see them left guard pulling there, has made sure they stay in that hole by holding him to just 2 yards on 2 rushing plays. And now after the penalty, it's 3rd down and about 12.
Frank Kersey said that he thought they could play the first 10 minutes very well, that they'd accomplished their first objective, and with the fumble on the kickoff and the penalty, as you said, Jim, they're in a big hole and got to really scratch to get out of it.
This is the very thing, Bud, that Paul Bear Bryant said earlier this week. He said what we need on our team is discipline. Now, he's not talking about you go to bed at 11 o'clock and you report to practice on time. He means you don't jump offside. You don't pull a guard when it's not time to pull a guard. Here's Jenkins, and it's 3rd and long. Question is, will he put it up? Answer, no, and they'll have to kick it away. As Randy Scott is at the top there, number 50, battling with Charlie Jackson, who made the carry on all 3 occasions.
By being backed up so deep, Kentucky was unable to start with the game plan that they had anticipated using, which was the one shift that we've already seen. The next time they get the ball, we'll see much more of that shift.
Randy Jenkins, as Bud said, drafted as a punter, playing quarterback, will kick, gets the ball away, end over end. Major Ogilvy watches it hit at the 33, go out of bounds on about the 33-yard line. And Alabama has outstanding field position. Paul Bear Bryant sending in his quarterback, who will be Don Jacobs, number 5. One of about 5 quarterbacks you're liable to see today. McCombs is the left tackle, Allison at left guard, Steve Mott at center, Vince Cowell at guard, and Kayebeck has been moved from left tackle to right tackle. Vendros, the freshman wide receiver, Trout, the junior tight end. First down from the 33 for Alabama. Quick pitch to the far side to Vendros, and Vendros may have gotten a yard, and that's about all. Kentucky very quickly over there, including Earl Wilson, number 78, the left tackle, who went out with the play.